Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 28th. We are having coffee with our long ears this morning instead of lunch with our long ears yesterday. We had a really big, busy day yesterday. We had the vet and farrier here and had a doctor visits and had a couple things going on. And so unfortunately we weren't able to go live yesterday. And so I figured I would bring you some tranquil quiet from the morning. Things are just getting underway. These guys have already had their feed and was we're just getting started with chores and getting hay restocked and those type of things. So camera's focused on Reba, and she has no baby still. Here is Mr. Buddy. He's gonna help me open up the gate. So we can provide you with lots and lots of updates while Buddy tries to eat my camera and let you know what we have going on here. You're going to see some changes and things that are new and different, and I'll tell you everything that we have going on. So, baby update. Here is Reba. Baby still on board. Belly is nice and big. A little bit of wiggling going on. She's doing great. How you doing, Miss Reba? Huh? How you feeling? How you feeling? So, no baby. Everybody keeps asking. The answer is no baby. She made it through the freezing cold this weekend and no baby. But you can see there's a lot of baby there in her belly. She's getting big, big, big. We're hoping, obviously, for a safe delivery and someday in the near future, Reba. Because we would sure like to meet your little guy. So, here's Mr. Ozzy. You say hi to everybody. Say hello. Ozzy's mom is Ada. And here's Mr. Buddy. Buddy, can you tell everybody what happened to you last week? Not so fun, but he was a very big, brave boy. He got castrated, and so he is officially a John donkey instead of a Jack donkey. He is gelded, no longer able to have babies. He's done a great job with his recovery, and we've loved having him here. He's going to go back home to his mom and his people family next week. So we're grateful that he's been here. We've had fun with him, and we're looking forward to getting him home. Hi, Laura. Ozzy says hello. Ozzy, say hi to Miss Laura. Says, I get busy, got a scratch in the ear right now. There you go. So, in addition, we're in the moms and babies pen, and now we have Magic and Peanut and Mouse. These are 3 from the Oklahoma crew, and we have moved them over to the moms and baby pen. They're officially out of quarantine for health purposes. Peanut is over here, and because he's getting weaned from his mommy, who needs to get a couple more calories on board. And so he is going through a big boy transition and getting weaned from his mom. Mouse is here with her mom. And you can see that Magic has a bandage on the leg. She's hiding it from you. There it is. It's on her front right leg. And that is the result of an infection that happened as a result of dog bites from dogs that attacked him when they were loading into the trailer on their way to Burro Base Camp. So the place that they came from, they got attacked by dogs on their way into the trailer, and unfortunately she developed an infection in the bites that she had in her leg. And so this is round 2 of wrapping and cleaning. She has lots and lots of antibiotics on board, and she's doing much, much better. So we're happy to see that. Little Mouse, we got some x-rays done yesterday on her back end and her back legs. It was confirmed that she has had a break at some point in time in her leg, but also some other things going on back there. So the x-rays are being sent off to another vet to consult with our vet and discuss what options we have for this little girl. We had both Mouse and Magic in blankets over the weekend when it was cold. They were both a little bit run down. Magic because of her infection, and Mouse just because she's little and tiny. But they fared really well with their blankets and did really great. Peanut's doing really well over here, getting moved in. So these guys are getting to know each other and figuring things out. And they'll be getting lots more hands-on in this pen because Miss Julie's excited to start working with them. Magic has become much easier to handle since she's been sick because we've had to put hands on her to get various things done, and I think she's starting to figure out that we're helping her to feel better. So hopefully she's going to turn a corner and start to put some calories on her as well. She's very, very thin. So she'll be on a refeed program now that she's over here. And little Peanut's going to learn how to exist without mommy and hopefully play with these two crazy boys, Buddy and Ozzy, and get some time to run around in the pasture and be a little boy for a while. So Ozzy's got my coat in his mouth behind me. And once I shake him, I'll head out and we'll head over this way. So Magic and Mouse, that's Peanut, Zeta, Ozzy, Buddy's at the door, and Miss Reba. You guys have to stay. Stay. Okay, bear with me while I get doors and chains done because these little boys can undo our chains. And we've got to make sure that things are secure so that we don't have little donkeys that escape. Right? There we go. Okay, so we're gonna head over this way, grab my coffee, and there's Ryder at the gate. We'll walk over here and share with you what we did. Some other guys with our vet and farrier visits yesterday. I hope everybody survived the cold weather this weekend. It was cold here in Colorado, but we definitely have friends in Kentucky and places on the East Coast where our burros are, and they've had a really rough go. So we're hoping that things are improving and getting warmer and that everybody fared a-okay through this storm. These temperature changes are definitely hard on everybody. But how did we handle it here? We did a lot of additional checks just to make sure that everybody was okay, made sure that everybody had water that was not frozen, and fed extra food throughout the day and into the evening so that they had some more time without going between meals. So that helps to keep them warm. Coming into this pen here, got some hee-hawing going on behind me. There's some hee-hawing going on in front of me. Say hi and good morning to our pen, Ryder. So, here's our crew. They're in this morning. Should be going out to pasture here shortly. That's Milo, Jack, Snickers. Jonathan, there's Snickers. Pablo's over there. Smarty Marty with his head in the trough. We've got, there's Smarty. You say hello, buddy. Teton and Rocky are right here in the Porta grazer. Couple enjoying the sun. The old folks like the sun when it comes up in the morning, keeps them nice and warm. And Miss Effie, she's still over here. Say hi. She's over here until Mr. Buddy goes home. She's doing great. So, chickens are all out and wandering around. We'll come over to this pen. Good morning. So, these kids, this is Franny. If you remember Franny from last week, her feet were terrible. Her feet are no longer terrible thanks to Megan and Dr. Hop. She was sedated and got a really good trim. So her feet are back on track. Freckles was castrated and got his feet done as well. How you doing, little buddy? So his feet are tremendously better than they were. Much, much better, huh, Freckles? So he's healing up from castration, hopefully quickly. Once he gets the all clear from the vet, these two will get moved into the main pen in the back. And then we have over at the trough is Mirage and Mystic and Shadow. And Mirage is Peanut's mom, so she is getting the opportunity to eat without a little baby eating on her. And Mystic, and then Shadow. So Shadow will be the next one that we're working through getting castrated and working on his feet. He was not a team player as far as sedation went yesterday, so I'll keep working with him and hope to get him ready. You say good morning, everybody. Say my feet feel much, much better. They look so much better. They're so pretty. You show everybody your feet? So, feet are back on track. These guys are probably a little bit sore as far as adjustments in their legs, ligaments, and so we're just keeping an eye on them, letting them heal and letting things settle down in this pen a little bit. Definitely a little bit more open in here with 3 less because they're over in the moms and babies pen. So definitely big progress being made. We'll do a quick walk over here. Julie's getting breakfast together for the kids that are on feeding plans in the back. This is what happens at this hour of the day around here. And we had just one that got trimmed in the back. We had sedation for that. First time that he had been trimmed with us, but he was a great patient and did really well, and his feet looked really good. They were just tall, so got that one taken care of. We'll say a quick hello to these guys, and then I'm going to let you go for the day. This is Gladys. She's begging for her breakfast that's on its way right behind me. So that's Smokey asking for his. And there's Gladys. So all 3 of these guys are on refeed programs, and they know that at this time of day that their breakfast is coming. And we'll watch as Shadrach dumps the feeder, as he always does. Sure. It looks like it needs water. So everybody in here doing great. We did run into a problem over the weekend with our waters and the freezing temperatures. So we're working on that, but everybody had water in the trough with a heater. You guys say hello. She's coming. She's making them. Impatient children on feeding programs, right? Are you? There's Smokey. Felix right here. Everybody's doing really, really well. Baxter's in his spot back there by the barn. He and Taz share that spot. Nice and warm there when the sun comes up. So, we'll send you on your way. Just wanted to give you an update and let you know we hadn't forgotten about you yesterday, but this intake on this new group has been a bit challenging for all of us. We've definitely been grateful for the vet team and for the farrier team and helping us to get these guys back on track. It's not easy, it's not inexpensive, it's a lot of work, but hopefully we're making positive strides for these guys and getting them going. So we hope you have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you soon.